everybody. My name is Brandon Brownlee. I want to give you a little bit of background. I'm a 38-year veteran of industrial distribution. I've been in motion industries starting my 26th year. The one common thread in my entire career is working with companies that are great corporate citizens, people that make sure that not only that you take care of your customer, but that they take care of the employees and they make sure you're involved in the community. Motion Industries is one of the great companies to work for that want to make sure you're involved in the community. I've been helping the community since I was 5 years old. But the reason I want to talk to you today is hopefully you're going to learn from my lesson and my mistakes. And so we're here to talk today about the American Heart Association. Back in 2000, I had a cousin that passed away, and I decided I was going to do something to honor him. So I came up with an idea. I'd come home from seeing him a week before he passed away, and I saw where a woman had attempted a Guinness World Record, and she didn't get the record because she didn't get her contract with Guinness. So I went and got my contract with Guinness, got it all planned out. Motion Industries is actually one of the sponsors of what we call Touch and Goes for Kids. And so I was going to be flying an airplane for 13 and a half hours, 500 to 1,000 feet above ground level. And I wanted to make sure that I was in good health, so I went for a complete physical. And on August the 27th, 2000, I went out and did 184 touch and goes between two airports. And that's where the story gets the plot thickens. A week later, I go to a doctor complaining, thinking I was having a heart attack. Well, 5 doctors and 8 days later, I wind up in the cardiac care unit of London Hospital. And I remember in the angiogram, you're awake. And I remember the doctor saying, you were one lucky young man. You're not having a heart attack, you had it last Wednesday. So I answered back to him, well, if I'm lucky, then why did I have a heart attack? And he said, you've got good genes. You grew your own bypasses. You grew your own collaterals. So I took the wrong lesson from having heart attack number 1 and thought I was Superman and bulletproof. Well, I was wrong. Needless to say, I did get a world record out of it. I raised $19,000 for children's charities, but I thought I was Superman. I grew bypasses once, I'll grow them again. Fast forward to 2012, my wife's working in a little emergency room in Lockney, Texas, and I go by to talk to her and tell her I'm having chest pain. Need a nitro so I can get on an airplane, fly commercial on business. Needless to say, I wound up in the cardiac care unit at the Lubbock Heart Hospital. I wound up having an echo on Tuesday, which they go in and they said, all your valves are working right. And on Wednesday, they did another heart cath, and I heard the doctor say no need to go further. So I thought it was a simple problem. Well, needless to say, the doctor came in. Here's where my story starts, and I want to make sure you follow my example. My youngest son, my daughter, and my wife were all in the room. The doctor came in and said, Mr. Brownlee, you're going to have 4 to 6 bypasses. And I said, well, now it's not invasive. You go through the rib cage. And he goes, no, we're going to do it this way. When he did that, my daughter took a picture, and I was as white as a sheet of paper. And so what scared me the most is the look on my family's face when they heard I'm going to have open heart surgery. I don't know if you know anything about open heart surgery, but they shock you dead. And then they repair your heart and they wake you up. And so I didn't have open heart surgery for like 27 hours. Well, I put my family through a lot, and it's all my fault because I didn't heed the warnings. I had studied, I knew what it meant to have a heart attack, but I didn't take care of myself. So, but the look on my family's face, the grief I put them through is not a look that I want to see again, okay? Let's fast forward to today. Today is Sunday, February the 13th of 2022, and my grafts are going to be 10 years old this year. I learned what the warning signs were, how to take better care of myself, because I don't want to have open heart surgery again, and I don't want to put my family through that. But what I've learned my entire life to raise money for good charities, the American Heart Association is a great charity. Motion Industries is a big giver to the American Heart Association. And that's why I'm here today. I want you to learn from my example. I don't want you to put your family, what I put my family through twice. I'm proud of the fact, some people call it the Second Chance Club. I call it God's Catch and Release Club. And I'm a several-time entry into that club, and I don't want to do it again. So I'm going to tell you what several wise men told me one time. If you give a gift to a charity, and that gift doesn't make you a little uncomfortable because it's a little more than you want to give, you're not giving enough. So please give generously to the American Heart Association. I will. Thank you for listening to my story, and do as I say, not as I do. Thank you very much.